Gravity Forge 3-stage competition to benefit the National Alliance for Mental Illness. We are putting in some solid work today for suicide prevention, which we're really excited about. This is the Pro Male Stage 2 live stream. We're really excited to show you guys how our male athletes are going to do on this Stage 2 course. It's really exciting, a lot of fun moves. We just saw our female athletes tackle it a little bit ago. They did a phenomenal job against a really, really difficult course. We saw Corinne Capriati and Milo Carpenter have a phenomenal performance. We're actually going to see 4 female athletes in Stage 3 that's going to be starting at 4 p.m. later today. And right now we're going to decide our top 7 male athletes out of this group are going to be the ones to move on to Stage 3, where they are going for some amazing prize money. First place, $1,500. That's a big prize pool. Second place, $600, and third place is going to be $250. All of that prize money is provided by our amazing sponsors. Number 1, the Commentator Ninja, that's me. And by number 1, I just mean the first on the list, not like I'm the number 1 sponsor. That's a little bit prideful to say. I don't want to say that. Anyways, Commentator Ninja, we did sponsor the event today. We're very excited to be here and help out. Springside Chestnut Hill Academy is an amazing school in this area. They also provided sponsorship money. Stomp Off Records, some Saxy Art, Elkins Park Family Medicine, Barn Built Ninja. The thumbnail on today's video is of the Gimbal, a brand new, never before seen obstacle that has 2 rotational points on its axis. So you are going all over the place when you jump up to that UFO. There's also some different attachments that you guys will see a preview of in the upcoming weeks on Barn Built social media. Make sure you follow them on Instagram. Of course, Bucket of Chalk is one of our sponsors. And then last but certainly not least, Stronghold Ninja. They provided the fantastic 988 Stronghold over there that you see on the wall. And that, of course, is referencing the 988 number that you can call if you are ever in a mental crisis. At some point this summer, we will have 988 as a phone number that is live. You can call it anytime you're experiencing mental illness issues and you need some support. It's basically like calling 911, but you're calling 988. So really phenomenal that that's going to be an available tool all across the U.S. We're really excited about it, and we're excited to get Stage 2 started as well. We had some competitors show up a little bit late getting some last-minute rules, but that's all right. While they are doing that, why don't we walk you through the course? Now, our athletes have points from Stage 1 that they're carrying into Stage 2. They need the most points to get to Stage 3. They have to be in the top 7. So as we're going through today's competition, we'll keep track of all of that for you. So, obstacle number 1, the Force Awakens. It's forced laches. The athletes are going to be starting on these rings, going to the male grabs, going to the Stronghold Ninja Ape Hanger. They can only use the cliff hangers. They can't use the side of the nice pegs there. Second, male slot. Really funky, awkward throw, especially because your hands are here. Your swing is naturally gonna want to go side to side. You have to angle yourself, generate the swing to get up to here. Pretty tough move. And it requires some precision at the end of it. So not only are you forcing yourself to lache correctly, but also, oh boy, that's exciting. All right, so after they get to this lache, we're not even done yet. We still have to go to another peg. It looks like a reverse ape hanger, essentially. Well, that's what we'll call it, the reverse ape hanger. These are magnets. This is gonna drop when the athletes jump onto it. And then finally, we have a dismount. That's obstacle 1, you guys, of this really tough Stage 2 course. Following that, you have the fake thumbtacks, classic agility obstacle. Next, we have a really difficult, what is the name of this one? Scaled and icy. I should remember that. That's Jackson's favorite. Scaled and icy. You're going to be taking a barn-built ice pick. Now take a look at this ice pick, you guys. It is not your traditionally sized ice pick. Most other ice picks, the end of the pick is a little bit further down, which allows you to have a little bit more purchase. I think we're ready to go. Jackson, is that right? Okay. Basically, without having that extra purchase, it makes the moves pretty sketchy, as you can easily fly off the edge of it. But we're about to get started with our first competitor. This is Sam Kinton. Sam Kinton actually was not going to be competing today, but we did have one of our pro male competitors drop out of the competition, providing that extra spot for Sam. You see Sam wearing the swag shirt for Matt Bradley. Matt Bradley took an unfortunate fall on one of the obstacles yesterday, so he is bowing out of the competition today, but this is going to give Sam a chance to attack the stage 2 course here. Now, Sam only has 3 points coming in from stage 1, so it's going to be a tall order for him to build up enough points to potentially break into that top 7. Many of your top athletes from stage 1 have more than 10 points already. Total of 20 possible points on this course, 2 points per obstacle. Maybe it's doable, but it's going to need to be a near perfect run. So far, Sam's looking pretty good. Almost had a bit of a mishap on that second male hanger. Male slot. Excellent execution through the fake thumbtacks. Now we're getting up to scaled and icy. On scaled and icy, the athletes have to hop the canes all the way up. Ooh. And an unfortunate mistake there for Sam. Probably something he could have completed, just a little bit of a mistake in his precision. But that precision is, oh! And I almost said precision is on point right before he dropped that ring. Thankfully, the commentator's curse was not in effect. All right, and now we're getting a look at our 4th obstacle, which is Sky by Playboy Cardi. This is a very exciting obstacle, really tough, requires power and precision. Unfortunately, not in Sam's wheelhouse today, but that is okay. He is still amassing points at the moment. He's only had 2 fails, so still a chance to get some points here on the course. Now these boards are a bit further apart than they were for our female athletes here. A bit of a further distance, but no problem for Sam. Sam has 2 minutes left on the clock before he is tackling the gimbal. Very exciting to see this brand new hold play out. Hands were a little far back on the disc. We did see a couple peel outs here earlier. And Sam is really trying to control it as best he can. Now, right now, the male athletes have to do. So it looks like the rule of this obstacle is that the athletes cannot backswing on the gotta go. So they have to execute the move. First try they go through. Gotta go is tough enough, and then it's a reverse grab up to that cliffhanger. Now the cliffhanger they're reverse grabbing to is pretty nice. But unfortunately Sam didn't get it. Now he's on to the last obstacle, Earthquake by Tyler the Creator. It's a very exciting drop. Oh, and unfortunately did not have quite enough. It looked like Sam was trying to be ready to absorb the drop even as he was reaching for it. And that unfortunately didn't translate into quite enough power. Our next athlete up is Ace Pritchard. Ace surprised us yesterday. Only been doing ninja for about a year and a half. Breaking into the stage 2 competitors here. Was able to land in that top 75% from yesterday. He has 5 points so far, so he's going to need to make up ground by clearing at least 3 obstacles to even match the top points from stage 1, and then to go even beyond that, he will need a lot more points. So we're going to try to clear as many obstacles as possible. Lots of advanced techniques in today's course. Ace has only been training, as I said, for a year and a half. Let's see how that translates on a stage 2 course.
Next up, we good? We have Ace. Yeah! So
So far, so good. Angling those hips to get the transfer. Nice work. Needs to get the turnaround to go to the second set of eighth droppers here. And that actually worked in Ace's favor. I don't think he meant to kick it. Gets the clear. Oh, and what a save. If you go off the end there, you can't, unfortunately, tackle obstacle 3 as it is your finish and start platform. Oh, wow. And Ace almost slid off there, having a lot of saves. Let's see how he does now, moving on to the Fun Chaser here. This obstacle modeled after Ring Chaser, which you've seen on seasons of A&W. You've really got to link those moves. And unfortunately, Ace just didn't have those links. He's not done on this obstacle just yet. Athletes can grab a second ring by using the salmon ladder to hop all the way up. You are going to grab onto the circuit board peg. And then you have some pegs on the side that do swivel just a little bit. But you can see that red ring that Ace is making his way towards. Now you can get the point here, but the unfortunate thing about missing that ring is the time that you spend going to get the second ring. So it really is on the athletes to try to get the ring the first time through. Ace is doing a good job so far, just needs to get over to that salmon ladder bar. I don't know if he's trying to go for the dismount or just getting the bar. I hope he gets that thumb around, and he gets it. So he got the clear. So as of right now, Ace has cleared 3 obstacles. So he has 11 points total. He's really going to need to clear a lot more obstacles to even have any hope of being in that top 7. Again, we have 19 athletes competing in stage 2. He has 130 left, though. It's not looking good. But let's see what else we can get out of Ace on this course today. Oh, almost got the grab, running right over to surfing in the USA. And smoothly through surfing in the USA. Not a lot of time left on the clock, only 50 seconds for this challenging line right here. You need all the power in the world to get through. First attack on gimbal by Barnbuilt. Oh, and not quite enough power on that link through. And that was Ace's last fail. So even if he completes this obstacle, he unfortunately won't get points for it, but he's going to tackle it anyway. And he is looking tired out right now. Getting some last-minute pointers from Michael Bellion, his coach. He's going to need to go. He only has about 10 seconds left, less than 10. Oh, and gets a hand on the bar, making it slide all the way down, but unfortunately not able to grab on, but still a good run out of Ace today, getting a total of 8 points, bringing him to 13 points total. I don't think that's going to be enough to get into stage 3 today. We have some very high-level athletes that already started off with a decent amount of points, but we will see. We'll see how things shake out. Well, it's a chalk bag that is in the public, so sure, public chalk.
Public chalk.
Public chalk. Yep. All right. So here is an interesting story. This is Paul Woods.
Come on, Paul.
Paul had a good start to his run yesterday in stage 1.
Next up, we have Paul.
But unfortunately, it did not go as he planned. Now, Paul is a high-level athlete, definitely able to hang with the top competitors here today. But he is coming into stage 2 with only 5 points from stage 1. It really wasn't the run that he wanted. Now, as far as this course goes, oh, okay. That was interesting. I have not seen that technique before, but I think I like it. All right, Paul is looking good through these first few. We could see Paul in stage 3. I'm not ruling it out at all. I do think that he's going to get through. I do think he's going to get through these obstacles. I think he has it in him. He could potentially amass enough points to be in that top 7. We'll keep track of him and his points throughout the day. Nice. With the skip, that was smart. Save that energy.
What? 100. Here's your master.
Paul is eyeing up Fun Chaser. Easy work for him here. That saves time. It also saves energy. He's still chalking up. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. We are here at obstacle number 5, the Sky by Playboy Cardi. This is a long obstacle with a lot of tough power moves.
Let's go, Paul.
Nice.
Yeah, Paul.
He gets the first big transfer on the pegs. Now this one, same thing. Let's hope that endurance is still with him right now. Awesome. All right, and now we're moving on to the final aggressive transfer. Now this slider is going to go as soon as he gets there. Nice and precise, and excellent execution out of Paul. That was fantastic to see him get the clear on that obstacle. That's a really finicky one, and hopefully he gets this one. Oh, beautiful. Very quickly through surfing in the USA. All right, and now this is the most critical part of the course for Paul. I mean, honestly, every part of this course was a critical part for Paul if he wants to have any hope of getting into stage 3. He has 1 minute and 7 seconds on the clock. He is definitely going to need to execute. Here he is. Oh my God! He gets it, and now it is time for this last really, really tricky, finicky move here. I'm backing up. It's a flying bar. Oh, the release. Oh man, that was close. It's a really funky release out of those floating sky hooks. Also from Barn Built Ninja, one of our sponsors. All right, so Paul, that was Paul's first fail. He's got 14 points. He has 20 seconds left on the clock. He has the slider tech available to him to get to that bar. Can he hold on? This is a brutal stage 2 course. Here it is. And he gets it. Gotta get off of here and hit the buzzer. Nice job, Paul. That was the improvement over yesterday that he was looking for. So Paul has amassed a total of 16 points. He now has 21 points total. We will see if that holds up throughout the day to get him into stage 3. Phenomenal job. Oh, that was exciting. I am excited by that run. All right. Good job, Paul Woods. All right. Moving on, we have Pax Carslaw, another athlete who has 5 points coming in from stage 1. Let's see what he has for us on this stage 2 course. Getting some things reset here.
Next up, we have Pax.
So Pax hits sharks. thinks sharks are scary. That doesn't really have anything to do with the course. I just figured I would share that fun fact. Now Pax has decided to play Party in the USA. Oh no. And that unfortunate move to the second male slot, which we saw. Oh, he's good. I saw that from the other side. It looked like he almost touched the ground, but it was just one of those saves where he made it, and that's awesome. Good recovery from Pax, especially after having failed that first obstacle on the second male slot grab. All right. Everything's looking good so far. Getting the slide down and the pull through. Nice job out of Pax. All right, moving on to Ring Chaser. Pax trains at Steel City Ninja. Oh, excellent. Beautiful, beautiful. The execution on this has been really, really good today so far. So Pax trains at Steel City Ninja. His coach Scott is here today, pulled a few strings to be able to make it out to support his athlete. One thing that's great about Steel City...
It's also his dad.
Oh, that's his dad. Oh yeah, Scott, I knew that. Totally knew that. Thank you, Jackson, for that fun fact. So one thing that Steel City Ninja is really, really good at, and I always say this, is teaching their athletes efficiency. They are a force to be reckoned with out here on the course. And Pax is, oh no. We saw Corinne Capriati get stuck here with the same issue, but it's really just worth it to forget about it, because recovering without going on that first try, it's a little bit rough. All right, Pax is on Surfing on the USA. Well, the song Party in the USA is playing. Is it a Party on the USA? Surfing on the USA, he gets through. So Pax has had 2 fails as of right now. He is still gaining points. I don't think that we're going to see Pax get to stage 2, or stage 3, excuse me. Oh no. And with that, Pax is not able to finish the rest of that line, but he does get to try out Earthquake by Tyler, the Creator. Quick shout out to our sponsors while he's taking a breath. Springside Chestnut Hill Academy, Stomp Off Records, some Saxy Art, Elkins Park Family Medicine, Barn Built, and Bucket of Chalk, as well as Stronghold Ninja. Some amazing sponsors, and the Commentator Ninja, of course, out here to support the event. Great to see Pax's effort today. I don't think that is going to be enough to get him into stage 2. Only 15, or into stage 3, excuse me, only 15 points. As of right now, the highest amount of points we have is 21 by Paul Woods. So we will see how all of that plays out as we continue through this tough, difficult stage 2 course. We're looking for Aiden Wood. I see him right over there. Looks like he's doing some last minute discussion with some of his friends here to figure out the technique. Getting a few things reset. So far, I really think that my favorite obstacle is probably Sky by Playboy Cardi, which for some reason I always forget the name of, even though it's one of the most distinctive names. Although Scaled and Icy by 21 Pilots, also pretty exciting. The Flyboy, or Sky... The Sky by Playboy Cardi obstacle is the ring hop obstacle, where you have to put the rings on the peg graspers and lâcher through. It's a hard obstacle. It's not like super techy, but just techy enough. I really enjoy that one. And it also looks pretty cool. And it also is long enough that you hold your breath the entire time. All right, so Aiden is chatting with Coach Matt Bradley, getting a couple of pointers on how to execute out here today. Aiden is a 3-time Stage 3 finalist in the NNL.
Are you ready?
So he's used to banging out Stage two courses.
Next up, we have Aiden.
Here's some interesting facts. Aiden is closer to the beginning of the run order, but definitely one of the athletes that could go all the way in this competition. So he's in a position similar to Paul Woods. He's really going to need to execute on the entirety of this course to really have any hope of making it into stage 3. Pretty beautiful, beautiful swinging, beautiful flow through that first obstacle. Uh-oh, not as beautiful. Not as beautiful through the second obstacle, but hey, he made up for it on the first. We're about even now. Ooh. And that's an unfortunate miss for Aiden here. With every failed obstacle, there is less and less hope of getting into stage 3. Now, the rest of these obstacles, I would say, are in Aiden's wheelhouse. Oh, man. And I think that just sealed Aiden's fate. It's not that he's not capable of completing the rest of these or getting through this particular part. It's just the amount of time he's going to have to spend here on this obstacle, getting the ring, the energy that he's going to exert as well. That's going to eat into his time and eat into his ability to complete the rest of the obstacles. It's not looking good for Aiden as far as that advancement to stage 3. Big loft. And the swing around to the other side. He's going to need to do this again. Hucking it on that backswing. Good execution by Aiden to this point. Now getting to the special delivery. Not what people are struggling with. It's the dismount. And unfortunately, he just missed on that dismount. Now we've had 2 fails so far for Aiden. So only 6 points on the board as of right now.
Hey, the thing is getting more janky.
Surfing in the USA. Beautiful. I think he had... I think he did drop his foot down, so I think Aiden's run is over as of this moment as far as amassing points. But I think we'll still get to see him try out this last bit of the course, which you want to see. You want to see the athletes get through it, and all of the other athletes watching want to see someone they know is capable of completing this, because then they can see what technique is the most successful and factor that into their runs. So Aiden, the unfortunate sacrificial lamb here for them. But let's hopefully see Aiden get through The Earthquake by Tyler, the Creator. And Aiden's grabbing in the center of the bullseye to have a little bit more control and less of a reach. Looks good. Oh, but just did not grab that bar. Tapping out. Great effort by Aiden out here today. Unfortunately, I don't think that is good enough to get him into stage 3. But I'm sure we will see Aiden in some upcoming competitions again. All right, up at the start platform is William Supa. All right. 2 minutes. Looks like we are going to be doing some maintenance on our special delivery over there, which we have been doing throughout most of the competition. The special on the slider orientation is pretty important, so we want to make sure all of our athletes have a fair shot at completing these obstacles. So very good to see the competition staff doing that. So let's go take a walk over to this final line, because this is debatably the coolest part of the course, in my opinion. Even though I really like Sky by Playboy Cardi. Oh my God, I don't understand. I'm gonna write the names for stage 3. I'm telling you that right now. So you got the gimbal by one of our sponsors, Barn Built Ninja. Amazing new hole. DGS Gotta Go. Not completely new, certainly not new to a lot of the athletes here, but a newer obstacle, all right? A newer obstacle where the links have just gotta be perfect. Now what's really smart is putting the gimbal right before that. If this was a trapeze bar or even just a regular UFO into the not special delivery, the Gotta Go, you'd probably see everybody breezing through it pretty easily. But because it is a newer type of swing that requires just a different figuring out of the body control, none of the athletes have been on this before. We do have a few athletes that may have tested it out who are going to be going later, but still, totally new hold, totally new implement, totally new type of body movement, going into an already difficult element that requires just some really precise setting of the hips in order for it to be successful, and especially with the fact that you are not allowed to get a backswing on that. All of the pro male athletes totally capable of hanging onto the lip, but they can't, and I think that was really smart by Jackson to implement that rule. Now, I don't know if you guys have caught this because we've only seen one athlete do it, but after the Gotta Go, you're going into a reverse grab. It's a really nice cliffhanger. That's probably about 2 inches, and there's a nice little lip on it. So not that hard of a grab, but again, it's precision after precision after precision. Super fantastic stage 2 course. And then of course we have the barn-built floating sky hooks attached to this ring right here. Now, if any one of you have ever tried sky hooks for the first time, you remember that initial jolt when you go too early and you don't pop it off correctly? That's exactly what these athletes are experiencing here. We actually saw Paul Woods go through that when he wasn't able to pull it out. It's going to be a pretty delicate flick of the wrist to pull that out over that lip. Not crazy, but again, this line right here, oh my God, I'm freaking out as we're going through. It's really that fun. We're going into these cradles here, and then some nice little ring transfers just to make it fun at the end. So a really fun closer look at this line right here, obstacles 8 and 9 of our stage 2 course. And the obstacle names are gimbal, appropriately, and something light. You know, just something light, just something light. All right, I think we may be prepared to get started here. It looks like we may have made a brief change to the final dismount on the Sky by Playboy Cardi. And I believe we are going to award Aiden 2 additional points as he did fail on that earlier. So I like that adjustment. Again, probably won't make much of a difference for Aiden as far as moving on to stage 3, but it is good that we are being fair and consistent nonetheless. Just a few more adjustments with those dismounts right there. And Coach Scott is advising Will to just keep it loose, stay loose. We will just give our sponsors another quick shout out. Now, what our sponsors did for us today was they allowed us to have some really awesome prize money. We have a $1,500 prize, a $600 prize, and a $250 prize. That is for first, second, and third. What's the word I'm looking for here? Successively? Respectively? Respectively is probably the word I'm looking for here. I've got Sada behind the camera giving me the nod like, yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Sada Tamayo, she is my protege, a phenomenal commentator of her own right. We actually got to co-commentate the second wave of stage 1 yesterday, and it was phenomenal. She's my camera woman today, but maybe we'll give her a mic a little bit later so she can join in on the fun. Alrighty, but anyway, back to our sponsors. They gave us some excellent sponsorship that allowed us to have some really, really great prize money. So we wanted to say thank you to Springside Chestnut Hill Academy, Stomp Off Records, some Saxy Art, Elkins Park Family Medicine, Barn Built Ninja, Bucket of Chalk, and Stronghold Ninja. Now, what we're doing here today is we are raising money for NAMI, the National Alliance for Mental Illness. A lot of the proceeds goes to that organization, which is doing a lot of really great work as far as helping to prevent suicide. So I'm going to share with you just a couple of things that our athletes have said. One of the questions we asked them on their questionnaires was, tell us 2 ways you can support someone who you know is struggling with mental health issues. It looks like we're about to get started, but I think we have some time to share at least a couple. One of the answers from our athlete, Tom Alberti, is that you want to provide them with emotional support and give them something to do to have fun and help keep their mind off things if that's what they need in that moment. So some really great ways that you can support people in your life who might be struggling with mental health. There's a couple other good ones. I think we may be about to get started, or we are about to get started right here, just getting some final adjustments on that special delivery. Another answer for how you can help support your friends from Michael Bellion is be an emotional support pillow for them, which I thought was a cute answer. And then make a specific effort to help them with things in their daily life. When you're going through a hard time, sometimes the basics like going to the grocery store, doing some chores around the house can be really tough. So be there for them and help them out with that. So I think we're about to get started. This is William Supa. He is the brother to Colton Supa, right over here, trains at Steel City. We've already heard some talking points about Steel City Ninja. Will, where is Steel City? You guys are on Long Island? Oh no, Pittsburgh, not Long Island. There's another gym that's Long Island that I'm thinking of that has, oh, that's like Obstacle Academy. They're also yellow. Got them mixed up. Very cool. All right, well, we're going to let our athletes stay focused here. We are getting started.
We're going to start now. Any questions?
Where the course?
What did you must have said? All right. Next up, after those far away, we have William.
All right, William is off now. William has 6 points. Another one of those athletes that if they want any hope of getting into stage 2, they're going to need to get more, pretty much all the points available here. All of the points available. Current top spot is held by Paul Woods, 21 points. Again, we're looking for these athletes to get into the top 7. Ooh, and Will is having a little bit of trouble. You know, not that bad to have a little bit of a slip up there. He was easily able to recover from it. But every time you have a close call like that, your heart rate spikes, and it also takes up time which you're going to need. Oh, and unfortunately stepped off to the side on the agility line here. The fake thumbtacks. Let's see what Will has for us here on the ice pick obstacle. Scaled and icy, and it was a very icy performance right there. And we mentioned this in our preamble. Time limit of 4 minutes. Not really too much of a concern for our athletes here. Beautiful job by Will getting through there, making sure he grabbed the ring. Even though you have a 4-minute time limit, which is enough time to get through 10 obstacles. These obstacles require a lot of power, a lot of precision, as most stage 2 courses require. So you kind of want that little bit of extra rest time. And for Will, he is going to want to be precise on all of his movements here. Nice job. Now let's see how this adjustment to the dismount works out for Will right here. And he's got it. And easily makes it to the dismount. Moving on to surfing in the USA.
Go, Will!
First board, second board, third board on the ground to the dismount. Oh, unfortunately didn't get quite there. Agility is not proving to be Will's friend today, but let's see if this super fun techie line that we just showed you earlier is maybe gonna work out in his favor. Good set. Oh, and unfortunately didn't have the height to make the link up to the cliffhanger. That was his third fail. So he now has the opportunity to build any more points, but he's going to go for this for fun. Plenty of time left on the clock, a whole 50 seconds. Good set. Oh, and pulled that bar over out of the slot. And he is looking a little shocked, a little winded. That's a fun one. That's, oh my God. I can't even, guys. I can't even with that obstacle. All right. So William only was able to get 8 points. So again, I do not think that we're going to see him get into stage 3, but a great effort nonetheless. Hopefully we will see him tackle some other courses again soon. All right. Our athlete Ethan Gardewski is doing some visualization right now. Pretty smart, very smart to be visualizing for a course like this, especially as you want to flow, you want to move, but you have to be precise. So planning out those movements ahead of time, definitely a benefit for our athletes today. Looks like we're going to get going a little bit quicker than we did on the last run. Looks like we are mostly reset here. Pardon the yawn, pardon the yawn. We may need a little more coffee in between now and stage 3. All right.
Next up we have Ethan.
All right, now Ethan has 7 points total coming over from stage 1. So certainly puts him in a little bit of a better position than some of our other athletes as far as, you know, how many mistakes he could make on stage 2. Now all athletes can make 3 before they stop amassing points. And Ethan easily executes the 180 move that Jackson was really hoping for on that obstacle. All right, and Ethan went for an aggressive skip, which unfortunately did not work out. He definitely has the length for it. Now moving on to scaled and icy, having no trouble utilizing the ice pick here and getting that dismount. Moving on to the fun chaser right here. And he let that ring go all the way. I wonder what the strategy was there. Perhaps just felt a little bit more comfortable going for the second one than he did going for the laches immediately. Might have also just been an energy thing. Now, I will say that of the athletes that we've seen have to take this route to get the second ring, he definitely has been the smoothest through here, not wasting as much time as we saw some of the other athletes who kind of really gradually got there. Oh no, I was worried we were going to see that today. Just, you know, the rings on the edge of a peg grasper is a precarious place to have your rings, especially when you're thinking of building up a lot of momentum. But Ethan easily clears this agility obstacle, surfing in the USA, and now is tackling this difficult final line here. Oh, and that is the gimbal working its magic. It just shifted his body over so that the link wasn't lined up. Plenty of time left on the clock for this final obstacle. 1:22 before we attack Earthquake by Tyler, the Creator. Good set of the hip. Oh. Wow. Wow. That's a move. That is a move. All right, and now we have Adam Burnett so far, no athletes have gotten ahead of Paul Woods and his 21 points. Adam Burnett also has 7 points. So in order to edge himself ahead of Paul Woods, we are going to want to see a clear on 8 obstacles at the least. I'm going to do a little quick calculations here, so pardon me while I am a little silent. Just taking a look at our top 7 from stage 1. Top 7 from stage 1. Here we go. So, from reverse, Colton Supa, 10 points. Dave Futerin, 10 points. You can sit on the papers, that's fine. No, I don't. Josiah Papel, 9 points. James Sanella, 9 points. That is 5th right there. Max Feinberg has 9. Mazzi Andre has 8, so that is, I think that was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. 4, 5, 6. And Michael Bellion actually is in that 7th spot, coming in from the first stage. So 8 points is where your 7th place athlete from stage 1 is at. Adam has 7 points, so really not that far off from where you are coming into stage 1. I hope that makes sense to everyone. Essentially, in order to be top 7, he only has to make up 1 point in order to be in contention. All right, Adam Burnett has been on the competition scene for a pretty long time, I think. I've seen him compete for quite a few years now. Interesting decision here, especially because he has to lâcher. And we saw that tech from Paul Woods going around the side of the ape hangers, or the male slots, excuse me. And the dropping ape hangers right there. Easy work for Adam Burnett. It did take a decent amount of time. And taking a slower approach here on the tires. Oh, man. And that, unfortunately, oh, man. So Adam is not a huge fan of agility obstacles. Not very happy with that result. But I'm excited to see him get through the rest of this here. Wasn't quite ready for that release. And you can hear all of the athletes out here reffing if they miss that sky hook, telling, oh no. And that's some veteran moves right there. Adam didn't get worried when he dropped the peg. He knew that he could lâcher to it, but this move back to the salmon ladder is going to be interesting because he can't necessarily give in. That's going to push the bar forward. He's going to have to be pretty light here. He gets really smart using the ring on the end of that peg in order to get the reach. He's got it. But now he has to get that ring off, and he saves it. Nice work out of Adam. Now, an impressive display, but unfortunately eating at a lot of his time. Beautiful. One more move just like that. Excellent. Oh boy, all right. We've been hanging for a bit. Shouldn't be too much trouble for Adam. Great execution, gets the dismount. Nice work. Moving right along already onto Surfing in the USA. We have minute and 15. Gets the execution on Surfing in the USA. 1 minute left. He has 10 points. So 17 points for Adam right now. He's going to want to clear a lot of this lane if he is hoping to edge himself into the top 7. Now Adam already had to make up 1 extra point. There it is. Oh, and not quite enough power to get through there. Taking his time, taking a look. Breathing before he goes. Only about 20 seconds left on the clock. Now Adam did already have 3 fails here, so I don't believe he will get the point for this. So 17 points total for Adam. Okay. All right, looks like there's a little bit of confusion as to whether or not Adam was supposed to hit the buzzer. Either way, 10 points, 17 points total, right behind Paul Wood's 21. I don't think that that is going to be enough to get him into... Don't hit the buzzer if you have more than 3 fails, everybody. Not that that's really super important for the viewers at home to know, but that's some of the confusion we're trying to clear up here. So 17 points for Adam behind Paul Wood's 21. We have quite a few more athletes to go here that are ahead of that position. And I think, oh. And actually, I think I might have a piece of paper in the wrong spot. I just found Cal Flores' sheet, and he actually has 9 points. So I think we may be bumping down the top. I think the threshold of our top 7 coming from the first round is 9 points. So all of our athletes here, we've got a good amount of athletes here to go before we get to top 7 that have 8 points. They have that point to make up, as well as a performance that matches or exceeds the remaining athletes coming after. Looks like we're having some trouble resetting that ape hanger, but we're good to go.
Next up, we have Keller!
All right, 11 athletes to go, and this is Matt Keller. Nobody calls him Matt, they all call him Keller. Let's see what Keller can do here on this course. Easy work onto the male slots here. Oh, and unfortunately, not on fire, as the song says, dashing across the fake thumbtacks. I gotta say, I think Keller's music selection is my favorite of the day. Oh, look at that. Machine gunning with the ice pitch. That is perfect. Oh, just gotta get that dismount. Nice, nails it. 3 minutes for Keller. Now Keller's gonna wanna make sure that he absolutely nails this particular obstacle to keep up with all of that time he has left. Oh, beautiful. Nice work for these athletes getting through here. Time to tackle. Sky by Flyboy Hardy. For some reason, the most confusing name for me today. Because it's Sky and, oh no, it's Playboy. I keep getting mixed up between Fly and Sky. But the Sky hook will help me remember. Oh. And unfortunately, not enough height there for Keller on that obstacle. We have 4 points right now. We need to make sure we avoid another fail in order to keep earning points here on the course. Ooh. Fortunately, should have tried to give himself a little bit more distance before going for that. And now Keller is on the gimbal, about to try to make that move to the gotta go. Again, this gimbal just messes with your direction. You think you know you're going one way, and then all of a sudden you're going another. Such a smart obstacle design, really incredibly difficult to control. Oh man. I'm calling it now, guys. I think we're gonna see the gimbal in stage 2 at WNL Worlds, that's for sure. Such a genius obstacle. All right, now Keller has stopped earning points at this moment, but let's see if he can execute Earthquake by Tyler, the Creator. Genius obstacle here. Oh my God. Oh my God. What just happened? Wow. I don't know how he did that, but that was cool. That was really cool. Dang. All right. Quick shout out to some of our sponsors right here. And when I say some, I mean all. We're going to go in reverse order that I've been doing today. We're going to shout out Stronghold Ninja, Bucket of Chalk, Barn Built, Elkins Park Family Medicine, Some Saxy Art, Stomp Off Records, Springside Chestnut Hill Academy, and the Commentator Ninja. Thank you to all of our sponsors for being out here with us today and helping us raise money for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. We are big fans of all of you sponsors for giving us that support today at the 3-stage comp here at Gravity Forge. Also, big thank you to Gravity Forge for giving us the space to utilize for this competition. That time is completely donated. They're not able to run birthday parties or anything while we are here. So we're really grateful to them for offering that sponsorship as well in the way of space. So up next we have Zach Burkholder. He is 15 years old, has been doing ninja for 3.5 years, 2 screws in his right leg. So now, again, we are still seeing Paul Woods in first place with a total of 21 points. It seems like getting through this difficult line with the gimbal is really what it's coming down to for a lot of the athletes. Will we see anyone get a full clear on this course? I think we could see it. And now we're going to see if Zach can be the first one to break the beta on all 10 obstacles. Here we go.
Next up, we have Zach. Nice. Let's go.
Nice work from Zach so far on the male slots. Now it is time for the final ape hanger drop. Nicely done. Let's see how he does on the fake thumbtacks here. Deciding to go with a slower approach. We saw some of our female athletes taking this approach. When you're going for the clears, you want every point, especially with the final 3 obstacles being so finicky. But unfortunately that didn't work out for Zach going that way. Oh, not quite the hop up that I think Zach was looking for, just got a little bit hung up. Let's hopefully see him lock this back in for obstacle 4. We have 2 fails, so the next fail is going to be beautiful. Nice work. Zach gets the clear. Now we need a big, huge loft here on Sky by Playboy Cardi. Big throw, nice, excellent. Needs to get this huge loft up to the next move. Awesome. And now for the defining moment of Sky by Playboy Cardi. You can hear his coach telling him to compress on the grab. And that's what you need to do to keep those rings on. It's good. Get the dismount. He's got it. Still getting points. 6 points total on the board so far. Is it enough to break into the top 7? So far, we only have 14 points total on the board between stage 1 and 2. Now we're up to 16 points. Can we get through this tough line, the gimbal, into the something nice? Now, the creator of the gimbal happens to be walking this athlete through. Oh, and it looks like he just could not get his hands where they needed to be on the gimbal. So now he is going to head and tackle Earthquake by Tyler, the creator. We just saw our previous athlete, Matt Keller, have a crazy, interesting, oh, look out, don't die. Okay, good, good job. Nice work by Zach out there today. Up next, we have Tom Alberti. Tom Alberti made it to stage 3 at NNL Worlds pretty recently, this past year. He's Jackson's friend, which is great. We like that. And today we are going to see if he can break his way into another stage 3 course. Now, Tom Alberti only about 1 point behind the other athletes that are competing for those top 7 spots. In the top 7 coming from stage 1, definitely something that he could make up, and I think we are seeing just how finicky this course is. Now, as we're getting into the top 7, the top 10 athletes here, as I'm looking through the names, I am seeing more and more skills that I think are capable of executing on this tricky back half of the course. Interesting mindset that the athletes have to have going through a course like this with that 3 fail. A lot of these athletes, NNL athletes, it's fall and done. When you get them into a different competition like this, where you can fail 3 times, I feel like that sometimes changes the mindset a little bit. It shouldn't really, because you want to get as many points as possible. But I do wonder if that sometimes impacts how they plan. Do you save energy by not going for some of the bigger moves? But the names that we're getting to here, I think they're all going for the absolute full clear. Looks like the special delivery obstacle is giving us some special problems yet again. But we're going to take some time to fix that. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have quite a little bit of time. So why don't we go on a journey? They're Ice and Tom, so we're gonna go on a journey. We're gonna go on a journey for a close-up look at Earthquake. Take a look. Sada, let's zoom in right here, right up at the top. Okay, I just want you to understand, everyone on the feed, how incredibly impressive it was that Keller was able to keep that bar at the top of this and dismount before it went down. Come over to this side. Look at how tiny that little lip is. Coming at it with as much momentum as you get coming off of a bar slider, with then needing to lâche as much as possible to get to it, but then having the control to just keep it in the top like that, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. Keller, you're a madman. Congratulations. Impressive moves. Very impressive moves. Alrighty. So, it looks like the special is back up and running. It looks like we're good. We just got to get that mat in place. We're going to take a nice little walk back over here. All right.
Big show. Sorry about that, Tom.
Tom is in the zone. Ready to go. Grabbing the chalk.
Oh, yeah.
And we're getting the song ready to go. We asked all of our athletes to give us a song that they would like to have played during their run. Huge thank you and shout out to the competition staff for making sure that everything is set and everything is in place for all of our athletes to have a fair and consistent competition experience. Just figuring out a few more things here. All right, so it looks like we are having a little bit of an obstacle malfunction. So, what would you guys like to do? What obstacles would you like to look at up close and personal? I don't know if we can read the comments. Can we read the comments, Sada? Oh, wow. Sleepy crowd today on the live stream. That's all right. That's all right. So while we are here, I'm going to take a seat. We'll just take a little bit of a breather from the competition. And it actually looks like the malfunction is not on the special delivery, which is great. It looks like it might just be that last board at the end of the truss system over there. I think there's a lot of pressure that's been put on that, and it looks like they're just securing it. So that's solid. We don't want any of our athletes to have any missteps. All right. That is a good way to take advantage of your ice time. Do a little extra visualization, a little extra time to truly be ready to hit course. All right, and it looks like that ladder is coming back. I think we're almost good here.
Josh, we good?
Know any good jokes?
Not that I can tell you.
I know a lot of knock-knock jokes, but they're pretty terrible, so we won't torture the live stream with that either. Okay, I think we are ready to go. Tom Alberti is ready to go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, bringing that energy back up, back into this competition. Now, a lot of these athletes totally capable of executing the stage 3 course, but before they can execute, they have to get there. Tom showed some pretty great control right there, doing the little 1-2 on that move. Just enough of a lâché that he's not going to get called. And an easy drop through on obstacle 1. Oh dear. Oh, and it looks like Tom's first step was just a little bit too far back on that tire. Now again, for Tom, 8 points total, not that many points behind your top 7 point leaders right now, but he still is going to want to get as many points as possible. Now Tom, I think, could get the move from the gimbal to the gotta go, but he's gotta get there first. Looking pretty good so far. 3 minutes, that's about where Paul Woods was when he got to this point in the course. Flying up to those Monstro peg graspers. Fantastic. There's the back build up to the doorknobs. And now time for this final slide into this super exciting ride. He's got it. And the dismount, got it. He's good. All right. Quickly through, surfing in the USA. Oh, needs a little bit more. Hopefully he can either figure out the jump or control it just enough to get the board a little bit closer. He's got it, awesome. This is why we need to work legs, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we need to work legs. 1:53 on the clock. Plenty of time to execute these final lanes. Final 3 obstacles. Can Tom figure out the gimbal? Hands a little far forward. Nice. Great execution, Tom. And now it is time for this tricky release from the barn-built sky hooks. Gotta flick those wrists. Oh! That was pretty smart. Went for the giant lache to the ring.
She's still good to hit.
Now he still has time to gain 2 more points if he can execute this obstacle, which would put him ahead of Paul Woods by 1 point. Here it is. Good. That was a bit of a foot tap, but it looks like he is still getting it. Hits the buzzer. 14 points. All right, your top 2 right now. Tom Alberti, 22 points. Paul Woods, 21 points. That's where you got to hit to start making your way into the top 7, which will be moving on to stage 3. Up next, Cal Flores. Looks like he was not quite ready for us, but that's all right. We're going to have to confirm the amount of points that Cal has, because there are 2 other athletes after him that have 8 points, and it says here on my sheet he has 9, so we're going to assume that he has 8 at this moment. So it says here on Cal's sheet that he has great music taste, so hopefully we'll all enjoy the song that plays during his run.
Ready?
While we're waiting, I just want to share with you guys a quick little bit of information that I received about the 988 number. We've been talking about that a lot in the competition because, Sada, hello. We're just going to talk about the 988 hold. If you want to pan over to the 988.
Focus on the front.
The 988 right over there. My camera woman is waning over here. I hope we get to stage 3 soon. But she's doing a phenomenal job. So the 988 number. So we've mentioned this throughout our streams. 988, not only a really great fun hold brought to you by Stronghold Ninja, but also going to be essentially like 911, but for mental health crises. That's the only number that you have to call. It's the only number you have to remember if you need some help. That number is going live on July 16th, we just found out. So July 16th, If you're having a mental health issue, you'll be able to call that number in order to get some access to some resources. And I believe we are ready as of this moment, so it looks like we're good to go.
Jackson, you lost a name. We have Cal in here. All right, we're good.
All right, and Cal is up.
Any questions? Understand what's check each one of this? All right, next up we have Cal.
Oh, and that was not the start that Cal wanted for his run, but a decent recovery on the agility. So Cal has 8 points as of this moment. So again, that threshold to break into what I think will likely be the top 7 is 22 points. I think that Cal unfortunately received a fail on that last one because you can't use that pipe to dismount. So, I mean, you guys just saw Cal, a super explosive. Shouldn't be any issue for him here. Popping it up easy. Oh my gosh, and having too many close calls right now. But recovered pretty well. Moving on to this special delivery slide down. Nice job. Great work there. Cal only has 6 points right now, which means he only has 14 points total. Gets the clear on Surfing in the USA. What an exciting ride and an exciting journey that was for us all right there. All right, Cal is now moving on to Gimbal, playing Money in the background. Pretty solid music choice. I do believe he does have some pretty great taste in music. Hopefully. He's got some great moves on the gimbal. Taking his time, breathing before he goes. 2 minutes on the clock, plenty of time. It's a really fast execution through the first 7, which I wouldn't expect anything less of Cal. But unfortunately, he did miss 2 obstacles. One, just a technicality. I don't know what his strategy is right now. Needs to fix those hands. Okay, there we go. This is not looking good. The set is just not right. I'm not sure why he is moving that way. We heard Jackson say, do a swing out to the left and then go. And I think that honestly was the better tech. So unfortunately, Cal has failed 3 obstacles. He only was able to secure 8 points. So add that to his 8, that's 16. I don't think that's going to be enough to get him into stage 3. But let's hopefully see some exciting moves here on the earthquake. Cal's shaking out those hands. It looks like it's been a little bit tough for him to keep that grip strength up. Nice work. That extra rest worked in Cal's favor. He was able to clear the earthquake. Little fake tap of the buzzer. I think that might be the last we see from Cal. But a great run nonetheless, and I'm sure we'll see him at more competition soon. All right, and it looks like we have a rip over there, guys. So we may need to do a little obstacle maintenance before we move on to our next runner. All right. Michael, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty swell.
You're feeling pretty swell? Would you mind a conversation before you run while you're getting iced out, or do you want us to keep your focus going?
No, we can have a conversation.
We can have a conversation. All right, fantastic. So, what do you think of the stage 2 course?
I like it a lot, actually.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like things that I feel you can do multiple ways, and so
Yep.
I always like the different betas in obstacles. So yeah, I think it's super creative obstacles, a bunch of different ways to do them. It's really good.
Yeah, I really like, I super agree with you, just a lot of creativity. I also think there's a lot of precision that's involved, and so I think that it really is the essence of what a stage 2 course is supposed to be.
Yeah, a lot of power, a lot of precise movements. It's got a lot of that. Even like with something like that bar, you think it's just like a power hug, but no, you gotta like time it at the correct time. You gotta push that.
Gotta
thing up.
flick it. Yeah.
Both
So,
the wrist.
what are you most excited for on this course?
I'm honestly excited about the pachinko thing.
The gimbal or the earthquake?
The earth. That drop.
Yeah, drop is, dude, it's really cool.
Yeah,
I
big
actually,
drop, man.
it wasn't exactly what I expected. So Jackson actually, when we were talking about me coming out to commentate, showed me a prototype drawing of it.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be more like the salmon ladder.
Oh.
It doesn't play New Magic Wand clean. You either play it on lower volume or you pick a different song.
Okay, what's like a song that goes hard that like is not explicit?
It can be explicit and we can take it out. I just think that's too explicit apparently.
What is it called? Good Politics by Kendrick Lamar.
Oh.
I definitely thought when Jackson said there was a situation that we had an obstacle break or something, but it was just music selection. Very relieved that that's what was going on there. Very relieved indeed.
Sure. How cool.
All right. We're almost there, folks. We are almost there. Great to talk to Michael Bellion.
Thank you.
Yep. It looks like we are about to get close to the start of his run, so we're going to back away slowly here and allow him to focus, allow him to get ready.
Do you have any questions? No. All right. Next up, we have Mike Bellion. Woo!
Michael Bellion is off. He would like the world to know he has not cut his hair in months. Michael also finds it interesting that you drive in a parkway, but you park in a driveway. Nice work out of Michael here today. Now, Michael Bellion is one of your top 7-point earners. So we've got 7 athletes more to go. Oh no. However, he only has 8 points, so pretty much in the same position as all of our other athletes before, looking to get more than 22 to really ensure. Oh no. Ensure that he gets that top 7 spot to move on. Now his time was really great up until that point. Had 3 minutes on the clock, but now unfortunately he has to go through this process of getting the ring, coming back. .240 on the clock for Michael Bellion. All right, and we got the clear for Michael as of now. Not a ton of time on the clock, at least for this point. We do have 2 minutes, but that is a tall order. Oh! That was almost disaster for Michael, but he gets the recovery. He's staying very calm. He's staying very calm. Nothing seems to faze Michael on a course, and that is definitely a benefit to him. All right, and now it is time for this giant move to the special delivery on Sky by Playboy Cardi. He gets it and shoots through to the dismount. Shaking it out. He has spent a lot of time on that last obstacle. Now breaking into surfing in the USA. Time to surf, time to balance. I don't know if this is a jump he's got. It's a big, broad jump. He's trying to get a little bit more purchase here. I think he should just go for it at this point. But Ace giving him some pointers on how to make sure that he gets there. Good. 18 points right now for Michael. This is not out of the realm of possibility that he could break into that top spot. We want to see him get more than 22 points to really make sure he locks it in. But unfortunately, the gimbal doing what the gimbal does best, screwing up your swing. All right, now Michael is eyeing up the earthquake. Oh, and getting the drop on the earthquake. All right, so 18 points total for Michael. He is now on the bubble as far as whether or not he is going to move on to stage 3. All right. Mazi had a crazy run in stage 1, was able to get 8 points total, and let's see what he has for us here on stage 2. He blasted through the first few obstacles, threw some crazy moves, was super efficient, but then kind of seemed to gas out a little bit at the end. We'll see how this works out for him here on his stage 2 run. Now, at this point, we only have 6 runners left in the run order. Right now, we have second place. Thank you. Mazi's doing good so far. Maybe get sorry. Mazi's easily getting through the first couple of obstacles, or the first obstacle here. And also making it through. All right. All right, sorry for the silence here, guys. I'm just trying to get the points. I believe it was Zach Burkholder that has 22 points as of this moment. Mazi is going into Ring Chaser, but unfortunately it doesn't look like he is going to grab it. Mazi is going to have to get moving. You can hear the salmon ladder rungs slamming. And he is making his way through there. Oh, and unfortunately just falling off of that ring transfer. Mazi moving all the way through with speed and power, as he often does. He loves cars, I just heard. Really explosive movement here. and Mozzie, unfortunately, just dropping down. I would think at this point that we have Pax and Paul in for finals. I don't think Mozzie is going to be able to surpass 21 points. All right, and Mozzie is about to attack this final obstacle. Let's see what he's got for us here. Big release, excellent. Building it up to get there, and unfortunately not able to hit the buzzer due to how the Ninja Work system is set up. All right. So, an unfortunate run for Mozzie, but I do believe that that sneaks Paul Woods into stage 2, stage 3. All right, I think the next athlete on the bubble might be Adam Burnett. So right now we have Max Feinberg.
You can fail them, but you can't press. If I press finish, it gives me the place. It kind of sucks.
All right, I'll take my time. It's been a fun comp.
All right, and we're about to get started here. So Adam Burnett, 21 points total, might be on the bubble right now as far as moving on to stage 3. Max Feinberg, 9 points already. Loving that new tech that we're seeing on grabbing the male slots. Having around the outside seems to be a lot easier. Not bad. Utilizing those cliffhangers, which were in play on the dropping ape hanger. And Max is taking a careful approach, which is not, unfortunately, not working out for him. I think he should have taken Jackson's advice and reset to the start platform. Slide down all the way to that dismount on Scaled and Icy. Now, Ring Chaser, Max has appeared on A&W for 2 seasons. I don't know if he's ever had Ring Chaser in his episode, but I bet if he did, he'd get through that pretty easily. 2:40 left on the clock, a little bit less time than we've seen some of our other athletes get through here, but certainly no detriment to Max. I think that he'll be able to execute some of the later obstacles. For him at this point, it's really not about time. It's just about getting the clears on this course in order to really just solidify that spot in stage 3. Stage 3, an area where Max has a lot of ability, really great lock-off strength. I remember being incredibly impressed by his execution of the grip gauntlet course in the NSC competition over at Ninja Intensity in Colorado. Oh no, and unfortunately not the clear that he was looking for. 8 points right now. I really hope that he clears this next lane, because if he doesn't, I think he's in jeopardy of not moving on to stage 3 right now. He's taking a breath, eyeing it up. The gimbal doing what the gimbal does best, trying to keep you from being centered. Max has a very determined look on his face right now, trying to control it. Oh, and going for the one-handed grab on the cliffhangers, but unfortunately just does not have it. Debating whether or not he wants to try the earthquake. Now, Max did get the touch point on the cliffhanger, so he has 10 points to add to his 9 from stage 1, giving him 19 points total. Now, he can't get any more points for doing the earthquake, but he can have some fun. And unfortunately, dropping right down to the ground and said, that was super fast. I don't think he was quite ready for his feet to touch the ground. We are going to have to see how Max's time, or not his time, but his points holds up. I don't know if that's going to be good enough to keep him in stage 3. If the rest of the ninjas have a strong performance, he may be looking at not making it to stage 3. But in for right now, Pax, Paul Woods, and Adam Burnett are locked in for those top 7 at the moment. We have 4 more athletes to go. And up right now, the man, the myth, the legend, James Sanella.
Yeah.
James, you think you got that funky skybar transfer out of the floating sky hooks?
I think I might be going for the skip.
You're going for the skip.
I think I might.
And what's the strategy behind going for the skip?
I've always seen, the only person I've seen do that obstacle is Paul, and it didn't really work out for him. So, and I know I can get the power to do that skip. So.
That's smart. Very smart approach to the course.
Yes, bro.
Should I give you oxygen or sugar? So you know oxygen or sugar? Any questions?
No.
You know, you can't use that bar.
Yeah, I can't use that bar.
Touch point is that clip, so you just touch it. Alright. You have more settings. 1. Go fun. Next up, we have Jay!
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, James Sanella, one of your top elite athletes across the NNL. He is the NNL Young Adult World Champion. He's hit a buzzer on A&W. We were watching James in the skills competition yesterday, and the control and the power, it's really the power that James has, is just insane. Excellent execution through the fake thumbtacks here. Now moving on to scaled and icy. Now with all of the power that James Sanella has, he is able to do a quintuple salmon ladder transfer. Hopefully we won't see him on the salmon ladder today, and I don't think there's any worry that he won't be able to grab this ring chaser. He can absolutely link laches and has enough power that shouldn't have any hesitation going through either of these moves. Excellent. With the left-handed grab. You're going to see just the lightest backswing from James. The amount of power that gets generated when he pops off, see, went right into it, like I was saying. Little baby swing, little baby backswing, and then pop. Crazy, crazy power that he's able to generate. And let's see how this plays out going into the special transfer here. Floats. The man floats. My man floats. Delightful athlete to watch compete. Full clear as of this point in time. Taking a quick pause on that surfboard to make sure he gets it. Oh, beautiful. Probably the best execution of that obstacle that we've seen so far. And now we're moving on to this difficult lane. If James can get to this flying bar, he told me he was going for the skip. Now, those of you that know James Sanella, you might say, James, why wouldn't you go for the sky bar transfer? You know you're great with bar technique. You know you have all the power in the world. Now James's reasoning is that he has only seen one person do it successfully. It's a little bit finicky, and he knows he has the power to get to the ring. So he is betting on himself in a different way to get the clear of the obstacle. Now we just need to see him get through the gimbal obstacle. I'm not sure what he's doing. It looks like he's planning to change his trajectory. Yep. Oh no. He does have 14 points as of right now, getting a little bit of chalk before he goes to the earthquake obstacle. That was his first fail. Plenty of time to get 2 more points and absolutely cement his spot in stage 3. Beautiful. Nice job, James. 16 points total. That gives him a total of 25 points, putting him into first place and cementing his spot in our stage 3 part of this competition.
Rerun.
You get a rerun? Oh, I was going to say, nothing went wrong. All right.
That's not the way I would come.
Nothing
Something went wrong.
Someone went wrong. Someone went wrong.
Just like 4 times?
Yeah, it was technically only 3, right? Technically only 3.
3.
And then you just weren't ready.
Yeah.
The earthquake, you just weren't ready. You like got to the bottom, you're like, oh, I'm on the ground already.
Yeah.
What just happened? I didn't realize gravity was that fast. It's a funky move.
I thought we were on the moon.
So it says now, I forgot to say that else. Whoever gets first, gets ISO for stage 3. Whoever gets first gets to come out ISO with one competitor on stage 3. How does it matter?
Very cool. I didn't realize we were doing isolation for stage 3.
All right, ready?
Okay, guys, it's Josiah Papel. Getting down to our final 3 competitors here. Josiah Papel, a stellar athlete, always one of your top performers at pretty much any competition he goes to. His song selection is 22 by T Swift. That's a vibe, that's for sure. Great job going through the agility. Now Josiah Papel has gotten the mega wall quite a few times. Unfortunately not really able to utilize those skills here today, but thankfully leg power is not all that's in his wheelhouse. He is a really good upper body athlete, just a really good overall athlete. Nice work getting through there.
305.
305, that's the fastest completion that we have seen getting to this point so far. Only 5 seconds ahead of the other competitors, but sometimes those 5 extra seconds can be your make or break moment. It also means that Josiah has been more efficient, which saves his energy. Beautiful pop right there. We are about to get through the rest of obstacle number 5. Sky by Playboy Cardi. And another athlete that just floats through the obstacles that he is on. Having a little bit of trouble getting the surfboard exactly where he wants it to be for that dismount. Now, I think he probably could take the jump from here and be fine. Yep, there it is. All right, 2:05 left on the clock for Josiah to get through this difficult line. Now, I didn't talk to Josiah before about his plan if he makes it to the sky bar, but he's got to get past the gimbal first. Hands are a little bit far back. Nice work, Josiah. Now, will he go for the skip? Definitely an athlete that's powerful enough to do so. but it looks like he's looking at those sky hooks. It looks like he's going to try to do that first. Oh, and just got a little caught on the second sky hook. Wasn't able to pull that side with him as well as the other. That is his only fail so far. We have 14 points on the board. So Josiah is in for stage 3. He's resting up, looking a little pumped out here, flicking those fingers, making sure that he gets all the way through here. Now, hearing that stage 3 is isolation, being the top athlete, the only motivation is that you will get to watch another athlete on stage 3. How in the world? Wow. And what a finish it makes when it clatters down behind you as you hit the buzzer. What just happened? I don't even know. I don't know if physics allow that. That's just control, my friends. That is control. All right. Mr. David Futerin, everybody. 13 years old, probably our youngest competitor here on stage 2. Now, David Futerin confused us all yesterday when he posted on his bio that he's only been an athlete in Ninja for 1 month. That's not actually true. He's been doing this for a while, quite a few years. And a fun fact, he doesn't get dizzy. We'll see if that helps him out when he gets over to gimbal later. All right. Now, David is a naturally talented athlete. That is what I can say about him. Just gets it. Just gets how to move, gets how to execute. Ooh. Had a great save just there. Nice work getting to the dropping ape hanger. Now we're getting through. Oh, wow. That was great control. Almost lost it on the end right there, but brought it back in and stayed on that dismount platform. Oh. Oh, man.
305.
Oh, no. Not quite the end that David wanted for the ring chaser obstacle, but he is moving quickly through. He understands that he needs to move on this particular part. Great pull-through technique right there for David. Let's see if we can get him all the way through this obstacle here. He is a smaller athlete, going to need a lot of power in order to get up to that second set. Here's the build. Beautiful, beautiful. Not even an issue for him, it looks like. One more move, tiny bit bigger than the last one. Really have to get those rings over the larger knobs, which you probably can't see from this angle. Beautiful. All right, I think this next move will be good. That dismount might be a little bit tricky for him. He is a shorter athlete. A lot of your taller athletes only getting right there, and he gets it. Nice job. Time for David to tackle. Surfing in the USA, getting it well through where he needs it. Giant leap, gets the move. 12 points. So at this point, David has locked in his position in stage 3 with 22 points total. All right, the man who doesn't get dizzy, how is he going to attack gimbal right here? It's almost like the world's most obnoxious figure eight. Oh, man. So that was a fail for him. Now he only had one other fail throughout the course, so he can still get points here. Taking some time to breathe before he goes. Making sure he has the energy to hold on to that aggressive drop from the bar. The build there, squeeze. What? What just happened? Oh my gosh. My man just linked through the earthquake. Honestly, knowing that the bar stays in now, that's the move. That's the move. All right, we've got one final runner, but before our final runner gets up, we're going to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, the Commentator Ninja, Springside Chestnut Hill Academy, Stomp Off Records, Some Saxy Art, Elkins Park Family Medicine, Barn Built, Bucket of Chalk, and Stronghold Ninja, all of our fantastic sponsors. Thank you so much for giving us money for this competition to give our athletes great prizes. So we got more athletes, so we raise more money for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Very excited that we're able to raise money for them today. So our final athlete of this round. Now at the moment, it is looking like Adam Burnett, Paul Woods, Pax, as well as the other athletes, previous four athletes that we saw, Max Feinberg, Josiah Papel, and David Feuderin are going to be your top 6. Colton has 10 points coming from stage 1. Let's see if we can get a full clear of the course, as well as our 7th athlete for stage 3. Colton's moving easily through obstacle 1 so far. Nice little drop there. He'll be moving quickly into, oh, not too quickly, into the fake thumbtacks. Nicely done. Good amount of control there. Great power. Here we go. Full clear so far. We're looking for the full clear of everything. We're looking for some quick execution. Nice work on the laches here. All right. We've got 250 on the clock. Not our fastest to this point, but very certainly one of the cleanest. Great control here. Easy work through the first 5 for Colton. Getting some momentum through Surfer, surfing in the USA. All right.
2 minutes.
This is the make or break moment. With 2 minutes left on the clock, Colton certainly has plenty of time to rest and plan out exactly what he's going to do on the gimbal. There was the advice given not too long ago by Jackson at the start of this wave to go left and then go, which it looks like he's doing. Here it is. Perfect. Got to get the cliff. There it is. Now, will Colton try the skyhop hook move, or will he go for... Here, you guys, you're on the dismount box.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Okay, I really think he ought to go for the lache to the ring. Oh! And I am proven very wrong here. Happy about that. Okay, we got it. We are at full clear status at the moment. Colton has plenty of time to rest up. Is he going to link through, or is he going to take the drop? I think after seeing David Futerin do it, he may go for the link through, but let's see. Here it is. Here's the moment of truth. Your first, oh, okay. We saw this yesterday during the slider competition. Oh my gosh. Oh, clear! Your first and only full clear of stage 2 goes to Colton Supa. What an I said there was going to be one clear, and there was one clear. All right, nice job, Colton. What an beta break on the earthquake obstacle, and perfect execution through the gimbal. That is what led to his success. But what really, really did it, because we saw people get through the gimbal and get to that cliffhanger, it really was this transfer, the skybar transfer from the floating sky hooks. Really, really exciting. All right, you guys. So it is looking like your top 7 are going to be Colton Supa for sure. Josiah Papel, Max Feinberg. Who was the other one that was there? James Sanella, Adam Burnett, Paul Woods, and Pax, I believe, is the other one who will be going through there. So we'll be back for stage 3. That is going to be stage 3 for the 12 and under male and females, and also your male and female pros. I'm Mary Layton, the commentator ninja. We will see you soon.